Fundraising is changing and fast. The way donors give today looks really nothing like it did just a few years ago. And one trend that is leading the charge is donor advised funds. So I hope you're ready for the shift. If not, we're here to help, and let's dig in to DAF giving. So, what exactly is DAF giving? Well, DAF, a donor advised fund, is a charitable giving account that allows donors to make a contribution. They get to receive the immediate tax deduction, and then they can recommend where those donations need to go over time to nonprofits. So the donor contributes cash, stocks, or other assets to their donor advised fund. They get that tax deduction right away, which is important. And then the funds are invested within the DAF and can grow tax free. Why is this important for nonprofits? Donor advised funds, or DAFs, have really exploded in popularity. They're now one of the fastest growing ways people give in the US today. Billions of dollars are held in these accounts, and funds are already set aside for charity, which is great news. Typically, you will see with donor advised fund giving that larger donations are made. The average DAF account has $141,000 already designated to charity. DAF giving also helps with donor retention and flexibility. DAF donors often plan their giving strategically, and they tend to be consistent with their donations. DAF giving can also help with donor retention and flexibility. Typically, donors often plan their giving strategically and tend to be consistent repeat donors. And who doesn't want that? Since the money is already allocated for charity, these donors may be more likely to give larger or even recurring donations. DAF giving also has ease of the giving process. For donors, DAFs simplify this process. They can manage all of their philanthropic donations to charities all from one simple account. If you're ready to implement DAF giving, let's talk about some best practices. One, promote DAF giving on your donation page. Make it simple without extra steps that people have to go through, because we know we want to reduce the friction in giving. If you're going to utilize donor advised fund giving, you want to make sure to acknowledge the donor appropriately. Some systems like DAF Pay will also capture the donor name, email, and mailing address so you can start stewarding these donors right away. And make sure to educate your staff on how to track the donor advised fund, not only for your year-end reporting, but to steward the relationships with your donors and the donor advised fund itself as well. One more quick tip with best practices is typically you will want to steward the relationship with the donor themselves, but you don't need to receipt that transaction directly to the donor, as that will be taken care of by the donor advised fund. One easy way to include donor advised fund giving is to make it available right on your donation page. Things like DAF Pay are a great donor advised fund option where donors can fill out the form on your website and then simply choose the donor advised fund option. Typically, the donor advised fund gift will come attributed to the organization or donor advised fund that it came from. In this example, we're looking at the gift from Charles Schwab. We can see we have the contact information for the donor advised fund of Charles Schwab. When this gift has been tracked, we see that it is a DAF Pay gift. And in this case, we've also segmented it because it might be a major gift for this organization. You'll also notice that on the organization contact record, we've also designated that Charles Schwab is a donor advised fund. We also want to make sure in our best practices that we're attributing the gift to the donor themselves. You'll notice that on this donor's gift record, they have a soft credit and linked to the donor advised fund gift. We've also segmented that it's a DAF Pay soft credit and it is linked with another gift. This is valuable information because now we can thank and steward our relationship with Francine while still attributing the actual dollar amount to the donor advised fund. It's not only important for your gift reporting, but for that relationship building with your contacts. This allows you to not only track the donation for your accounting purposes, but to really steward that relationship with the donor themselves. Are you ready to get on the donor advised fund giving train? Well, we can help make that simple and easy, and you can join in the largest growing way of giving for the future. Click below if you would like to subscribe to our fundraising lab for more nonprofit fundraising tips and tricks. And let us know if you have any questions about DAF Pay powered by Chariot through DonorDoc. We'd love to talk with you.